Saints addiction is real. I'm up this morning. Boom, baby, boom. We getting the morning walk on. And this morning, talking about know yourself. I'm over here on my motherfucking phone, almost walked into the back of the cops. Your boy Saint, blessed. We're blessed here in America for now, where the cops post up right outside the house. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. But let's start the show. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. Your boy Satan just got his heartbeat up. Fuck, walked into some cops knowing damn well I got a, what's it called when you got that? A warrant for my arrest. The Henderson cops are looking for me, and there are two popos literally behind me when I started the morning walk this morning. How crazy is that? That's life for you. Your life can change so fast, bro. Your life can change so fast. And one of the things that I talk about all the time is, you know, knowing yourself. I've been talking about it this morning with the roommate, savior, however you want to call it, talking about this thing that we are under, these I want to call them instincts or feelings, or I call them cravings. We all have cravings, and to know your cravings inside and out, to know yourself, more important. They don't know anything about themselves, let alone other people. And I wanted to start this show off and call it people skills, right? You need people skills to make it in life. You're going to need to be able to talk to people and staring at me like, let me examine what this guy's doing. And then I'm walking past with my big anarchy on the back of the Saints Addiction hoodie, you already know. And I'm sure I get the screw every fucking time, same spot where I walk. I'm gonna have to walk in different directions, but yeah, I can see them over there still, two SUV cops parked. And who would have known if they would have grabbed me? That would have been a morning motivation. Grab me right there, ask me for my ID, I don't even have it on me. Or maybe they had a photo of me and they go, oh, we've had a warrant for your arrest, we've been looking for you. And that would have been the whole show. I've been not even driving my car because there's so many cops around and so much trouble. I'm supposed to go to Walmart and I wanted to go to eat lunch yesterday. I had to get Uber Eats. Spend a lot more time inside the house than I would like. Even more reason to mix up the routine. And that's what I'm talking about. It's our routines that keep us captured. It's these things like these cops that keep us in a zone where we don't feel free, right? You end up holding patterns to the routine, and nothing ever changes. And so if nothing changes, nothing changes. And I don't want change. I want change, right? I don't want your little coins. I want actual fundamental change inside of me. I'm talking with my homie who's almost got 30 days clean from alcohol, and he was talking about still wanting to go see or go to a meeting. And I was like, really, bro? I thought you had it handled. He's like, I used to do it in New York and I felt great. If I find a good meeting spot, I'm going to go start going to meetings. And I was just so proud of him, this morning, talking about our cravings and, why are we doing the things that we're doing? To know yourself is half the mastery. To know others is the other half of the mastery. What's motivating me? That's Saints addiction right there. And what's motivating them? That's the other addiction. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's an addiction or not, but it's an observation. That we can observe other people and their behavior and be aware of what's going on. Usually when we're in our own egos and our own blinders, now you're not really seeing other people, you're only feeling them. You're feeling the way that they're treating you, the way that you're responding. There's these kind of visceral, subcutaneous instincts that we have when I don't like her, I don't trust him. We do these kind of feelings. You hear from girls all the time. I feel like 1 + 1 is 3. Just because you feel like 1 + 1 is 3 doesn't make 1 + 1 = 2. And that's what we do. We tell ourselves lies. The cognitive dissonance is real, where we're like, oh, this person's only lonely. That's why they're drinking. That's what happened with my buddy Tony. He came into Vegas always saying, I wanted to go to Vegas, first time in Vegas, but he knew he couldn't trust himself. I wasn't listening. He kept saying, man, I can't go to Vegas. I'll end up marrying a stripper, and to make sure I don't marry a stripper, bro. And I'm like, nah, man, you'll be good. We won't go to strip club. Sure as shit. When he got drunk, what did he start doing? Take me to strip club. Take me to strip club. I'm like, I'm not taking your grabby ass. You're already massaging the old black man Leroy's back in the Uber. No, I'm not bringing you someplace where you can be even more handsy. You know what I mean? Like, that's me observing. But if I wasn't observing myself and my temper, if I have no observation, then I have no visuals. And I don't have the information that it takes to make proper decisions. And how many times have we done that? That's what it's like, bro. It's exactly like that. And I'm grateful that these guys don't have facial recognition to just pick people off the street that walk by them randomly so they can just grab them like China does, where the guy didn't even know he was getting restricted. He said he was a journalist and wrote about the corruption of these guys. And guess what? Flag mark. Now he's standing there, went all the way to the train station trying to buy a ticket, has the cash to buy the ticket, but can't go because he's blocked on a list. It's the next level of surveillance. It's the next level of capture. I'm grateful they don't have that much information. Otherwise, they would have just grabbed me and I would have lost my freedom this morning. I don't think it would have lasted maybe less than a week in jail because it's only a traffic ticket. Probably 2-3 days in the holding cell. But I'm just trying to get rid of the angst that's inside me, the anxiousness of up here, and I can't even leave the house because I might get arrested. You know, I can't even drive the car because I might get arrested. I do not want to get arrested in the next less than 30 days before I leave this country. It's a goal of mine. Also handling all my business at the same time. It's me knowing me. I had to know me to be, and it's a cocky thing, you know? Like, oh, I know me. I know what I'm about, you know what I'm saying, about this life. And people always talk that kind of way, like about this, about that. And what's really weird is I'm about observing others too. You know, it wasn't just enough for me to pull the data on me, like the cops are pulling data. You got to pull the data on everything. I keep throwing away more trash, but that's what it is. It's a call to arms and a call to information. Most people just want the armament. They want the protection. They don't have the information to make themselves a legit person. And that's something that I see in my life is like, you know, I want to be in a situation where I am observant of myself, you know, my breathing, my current emotional state, my surroundings. I didn't used to calculate any of that. It was just be raw emotion. Sure, I'm observant, but I didn't observe myself. Anyone else can say that? And the world, we're all shooting movies. We don't see ourselves getting anxiety when we get into social situations. I went to my buddy's birthday, the first one there. He went to park down. Then a couple showed up. Then another couple showed up. Then another couple showed up. Basically, after the fourth couple and one tranny, I wasn't about to be the third wheel for the one tranny, bro. Sorry, dude, you got fucking boobs. Not cool. You should have stayed a tall dude. You would have got all the pussy. Anyway, comfortable people who just talk about getting married at EDC, and the dude's just smiling with all his teeth, and you know, they're all the couple, right? And they can't wait to tell their couple story, and they're in a social situation, and they talk themselves, and then the other couple were uncomfortable, so they hold on to each other, and everybody grouped up, because that's what we do. We get to getting comfortable. That's what we're talking about. You know, my homie said, you know, I wish it was just one beer. I got drunk, Spearmint Rhino's 20th anniversary. Fuck, bro. 20 years or 10 years? I think it was 20 years because they did the Roaring 20s, but I can't believe it's been that long. But in that mindset of when your life and you're going into the situation, I felt like it was time to celebrate. It doesn't even have to be uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes we pair together celebrations. We'll put in got 6 model chicks, 6 bottles of Chris, right? We want to add alcohol to our situation and be like, yo, alcohol is going to be the soother of this thing. So it's, I broke up with my girlfriend, I'm having a tough time, alcohol. Okay, well, how about I'm celebrating my life, I just got a raise, alcohol. Why is it that I'm running to alcohol during these situations? Is it because I'm lonely? Is it this the only thing that I can celebrate with? I know for facts, me personally, I thought it was my fun. I thought I was winning if I had a cocaine, shot of Patron, silver, chilled, Corona, lime. I'm like, this right here is happiness. I can purchase it. I have all the things. I'll go to the grocery store, make sure that I get the vodka, make sure I put it in the Listerine bottle, that kind of thing, save money by sneaking alcohol on the cruise ship and all sorts of weird subversive shit to make my shit feel okay inside. And that's what we all want. We all want to feel okay inside. Let me see if these cops are still over here. They are, bro. There are 2 SUV cops still right around here. Crazy. So that my freedom can be taken from those guys right there. And it's to run imposing upon us, right? Things of, and we might react by drinking. We might react by some other form of self-harm. It might not feel like self-harm because we're trying to calm ourselves, but that's the whole point of knowing ourselves. It's like, if I know that I'm in social situations, a lot of people might pregame. There's a lot of, I'm in America, we do a lot of tailgate parties, right? And in the tailgating, get drunk and get wasted, they almost don't even make it out to the actual game because they're already fucking wasted, blitzed, feeling their good life. And it's hard to tell someone stop having fun. They've already committed to the roller coaster ride. There's nothing else but to just go in and enjoy that ride. It's hard to tell somebody, I need you to not enjoy yourself so much. I need you to not have so much fun. I want you to do the deep diving. I posted in here, one of the great memes said, everything's healing if you're willing to go, I want to quote it properly. If you're willing to go inside, if you're willing to examine everything becomes okay. And that's something I think a lot of people do every day. They don't want to examine anything. They don't want to do the self care, the self-work, the self-examination to say, oh shit, this is me. These are my patterns. Oh, I really do act that way. Instead, it was like, oh, it's like that. It's just a guttural, instinctual situation where instead of it's an investigation. Instead of our instincts, we can investigate and say, what am I really doing this for? Am I lonely? Am I angry? Am I horny? We have all these feelings and we don't even know why we're doing what we're doing. And that's one of the big things with like addiction is like the mask is real, to cover up is as real as you want it to believe it's real. As long as you putting on fake tits, fake lips, fake eyelashes, you're pretending that no one else is noticing. But you come in with big old clown eyelashes, everybody noticed. Everybody noticed what isn't real on other human beings because we can tell these things. Now, a little bit of rouge, a little bit of mascara, a little bit of foundation, hard to tell. Makeup put all the way on, full blast. You're doing the whole fucking I'm looking around like I hope the cops aren't pulling up on me. That would be a real crazy live. But yeah, we're looking around for situations going like, what's the stimulation? What's going on with me as a person? And that's something that we got to dig deep. That's a deep inner question that if you're having fun and you're on the magic ride and you just want to be on the fucking roller coaster ride, then nobody wants to stop and examine, are they the weight to even fit the ride? You know how many kids have fallen off of rides because they were too big for the ride and they died? Like, we don't even self-examine that. How come no one checked that kid's belt buckle or his weight? No, we're just going to just jump on the ride, figure it out as we go down the slide. And that's what they say about entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are people that jump from the plane and figure out a way to land after we've jumped. That's impetuousness. That's our instincts just jumping in and doing things without us even doing things. How are you? Hi, good morning. And that's all of us. That's all of us and all of our lives going from our feeling to our feeling instead of our concentration to our concentration. How are you? You okay? Yeah, okay, babes. You good? I don't know what's going on with it. But this is our lives. And I wanted people to examine their lives. I wanted people to examine their situations and feel, I don't know what this chick's doing. Who knows? I don't know if anybody has help or direction or, that's all about that kind of thing. It's like, how do you feel? Well, my feelings would be like, I feel lazy. Do you ever feel like working out? No. Do you feel like motivating yourself? No, because that would have to shift my energy. I'd have to shift my mind's concentration on examining me and what I'm focusing on and examining others and focusing on them. When I'm completely narcissistic, it's all the way that I feel. I only care how I feel. I don't care if I got drugs in my pocket. I only care if I have certain things in my life. And this dude's the only dude with the trash can. I'm gonna have to throw something away again. He'll probably be pissed, but I'm just trying to throw trash away. Anyway, that's my point, is that we don't know. We have no fucking clue, and we never, ever, ever get a fucking clue of what's going on, and that's a big deal. So for us to wake the fuck up and say, hey, this is happening to me because I'm feeling a certain way, and they are feeling a certain way, so they're gonna react a certain way. And that kind of examination, that kind of awareness, huge, clutch. Because really, all you have to do in life is to get to know other people. Real talk, bro. Hear me now. The end all, be all, negotiate is the self-examination, and not only us, but the observation of others. We don't participate that much. They say women, when they walk into, let's say, a classroom setting, a guy goes in the room and he just goes, oh, there's my seat, A to B. The woman, same, there's my seat, but in between there, she's like, oh, and the teacher's in a bad mood, and that girl has a fuchsia, not just pink, fuchsia purse, and oh, I really like her boots. The amount of data get up by the human is huge. A bit of overload. A lot of overthinkers out there that they can't even see what they felt like. And that's something I sat with myself the other day and said, if I'm not high and I'm not on a computer and I'm not on a, who am I? That's a big question. Who am I? Who am I really? And they say narcissists don't even know who they really are. And I ask myself, who am I? Am I a printer? Am I a traveler? Am I a prophet? What am I? And I don't, it's still really kind of hard to ascertain that. And I'm like, well, am I my accomplishments? Am I this guy that started Weed for Vegas magazine? Yeah, I'm still the same guy, but I don't feel that. Am I still the prisoner from South Korean prison? Yeah, I'm still that guy too. And I don't feel as I'm that guy when I talk to people. Happened is I didn't know who am I really? You know what I mean? And that's something to really spend your whole life asking. It's like, who am I? What makes me tick? What makes me do what I do and act the way? I saw that dude earlier. As he throws this away, just throwing away trash. There you go. Off the street. And that kind of question is the milk's question. It's like to know thyself, really, who am I? Oh, I'm Jim Carrey. I'm the comedian of the century. It'd be easier to say that, but even Jim Carrey says that's his avatar. It's someone he created. It's someone that he was like willing to bring brevity to all situations and levity through his comic prowess. But that was another character that he was playing. And we do that all the time. We play characters of our lives. We pretend that we are someone in our daily life. I'm Mark Saint, this guy that likes to make clothing and have a big beard, get on a show. That's just an avatar, right? Who am I really when no one else is looking? Am I the guy that picks up plastic even though I'm not on the show? Sometimes. Most of the time, I believe leave no trace. But some other people, they might not feel that way. They might not act the same way in front of you as they do behind closed doors. And that was the whole flip of Saint's addiction, was to be like, yeah, I'm really saintly, but I'm also... Okay, the cops took off. Damn, bro. Whew. Feeling sketchy. But yeah, it's one of those where I just wanted to know who I was. And I think you want to know who you are, your purposes, and what's other people's purposes. A lot of time we spend that kind of time on guys ordeal for someone that just went in the tub and came back up. But I know he's going to come back from trying to become super Christian. I didn't know. I didn't know him that well. You think you know somebody, even if you live with somebody and become best friends with somebody and go to multiple activities, do you really know them? And I barely know myself. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to think there and go, hell, man, I've been to Big Ben. Doesn't count who I am. You know what I mean? Am I a traveler? Am I a prisoner? Am I a weirdo? You know, all the above. But it's also, who am I as a person? And spending more time on learning about myself than YouTube videos or jumping into other things of, I should probably make money and flip this and do that and credit this and buy first home and flip it and do this kind of thing and do that kind of thing to get that kind of thing. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. And then why is that person doing that thing? Why is my ex-best friend switching to Christianity so hard? I knew it was in him, but now he's really into it. And now he's getting rebaptized. And I didn't even know that. I used to fuck Mary for 3 years straight, hard, nothing inside of her, doing it kinky. She didn't even seem to mind. And then I got in her car one day and there was Christian music on. And then it hit me, you really are into this, aren't you? You really did read your daily bread and had an app about the Bible. And, she was really into, she was trying to scrub off our sex. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see it that way. I was just enjoying myself. Little did I know she would run home. And because we weren't married and we were having extramarital sex, because we weren't married, that sex was evil. Right? She had to wash off the evil that I put on her or that we did together. I got to observe more. I'm observing the people around me and seeing what their mood is, and not to absorb it, because people are powerful too. That's a lot of power when people are very emotional and just a lot of energy to plug into. But I'm paying attention to the energy. It's like the energy sector and the indexes when you're purchasing things, which I got to go back and buy some stock. But when you're purchasing things, that's that energy, right? There's some energy stocks, electricity, oil, whatever you want to call it, some commodities. There's energy in that. And there's energy in me, energy. That's right. My energy is saying, hey, man, you know what? Take it easy on yourself. You're doing the best that you can. You're learning like you're supposed to be learning. Everything's unfolding for you and not against you. Every single thing, every single mountain to climb has been an obstacle course waiting for me to learn more about myself, to go deeper into this thing that is Mark Saint and his Saint's addiction. And what does that mean? And I'm even confused by it, and I created it, and I'd be ashamed of it, so then I wouldn't promote it as much. And then people didn't want to buy things that said addiction, and I was embarrassed by it, and then I wanted to be honest about it and upfront about it. Convict, upfront. A lot of people want to hide behind that. No, I've never been to jail. Like, dude, I've been to jail over 20 different times. I've been in prison 3 different countries. I'm a felon in 3 different countries, and that shit came back to me. My ex would say, I almost gave a felon a chance. Like, yeah, bro. We can all need a second chance. I didn't see myself as a felon. I didn't see myself as a bachelor. You know what I mean? But these things are being identified by that person onto me. That's how they were observing me. That probably isn't the best relationship. I didn't see her as a single mom, you know what I mean? But she was, and in all rights, I mean, that's what I wasn't observing. I wasn't observing her depression, or prepartum depression. I wasn't observing her lack of happiness. You're happy. I put it back on her. I'm for that kind of shit. So when there's some literal dig to figure out what really makes you tick. And that's something that we can observe and observe in others, really level up in our lives. And that's something that we can all do, level up. And the only way to do that is work. And that's a huge question that most people don't even answer. It's like, yeah, this is really happening, but are you willing to do the work? And I'm willing to do the work to get to that next level. I'm willing to quit the substances. I'm willing to quit the feelings so that way I can be a better human being. That's all this is about. Literally conquering my own addiction. Saint's addiction was to conquer these demons and feelings that I have inside me that makes me do all sorts of weird shit. It makes me do things that I didn't think I would do, drugs think I would do, actions like, am I running to travel to the other side of the world because I'm so emotional? No, this has actually been pretty pre-planned for well over a year now. My friends come and say, come visit, let's do it, let's do all these things. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna actually do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually put some energy behind it, put my money where my mouth is, and move myself, move my body. They say remove yourself from the situation. I need to know why got myself in that situation. I want to know what motivated me, motivation to get me to do the thing that I'm doing. And that's the biggest question of our lives, is why are we doing what we're doing? What are you doing? What are you doing over and over to get the same results? Why are you doing it? And why is the other person doing it? So less more about them, because that's out of your control, but it is helpful to observe other human beings like you observe yourself. But most importantly is self-observation. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What's my purpose? Am I living my purpose? Am I actually doing my workouts daily? Am I actually sitting myself daily? Am I actually eating properly? Then I know I'm kind of in the good way. I always tell people, if I could stretch in the morning shake, morning workout, daily frisbee, and touch the beach every day, those 5 things, I am happy. You feel me on that? My actual happiness, for me to retain myself, that's what I would need to do. And I hope you can find it within you too. I hope you can find your switching from your addiction to your saintliness and saying, hey, this is what behooves me. This is what makes me a better human. And that's what I want out of my life. So on my heart from the start, it's your boy Marky saying, yep, show it off. We out here showing off the sweater, having a good day, showing off the anarchy. You already know. Being independent thinking and really just being observant. I really want to be a thinker. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get some shine. Woo! Can't see the private jets flying over you. Peace and love. See ya. Ciao.